Yeah, that makes sense. All right. Probably better just to play the music instead of listening to me talk. All right. Nice little brandish there. Our first majestic of the box. Get my pennies. Get my penny sleeves rolling. There we go. Majestic in. Yeah, it's crazy opening that. I guess people are calling it a God box, air box, but I just was on the phone hanging out with George. I'm like, George, every pack has a majestic in it. And I was like, this has got to stop. No, kept going. Lost my mind on the call with him. Nice little dimensional gateway there. Thanks, Templar. Welcome to the stream, dude. You guys are having a good day. For those on the East Coast, good afternoon. Nice little hump day. I figure we can get through some packs to kind of keep things moving. Keep the day rolling. Keep the week rolling. Nice little spill blood there. All right. Oh yeah, dude. I'll have to show you guys all the cards that are in there after I get done with this box. I mean, it was just insane. It was just weird. Definitely a surreal experience. Love that foil. If I could get like a large print of this Ode to Wrath, I probably would do it. I haven't got my 24 Majestics yet. That entire case though had 45 Majestics in it. I'm counting foil and non-foil, but still absolutely insane. Nice little Valiant Thrust into a Bolton. Hey guys, we're all friends here. I don't have to lie to you guys. I have vocal proof. George was not actually physically watching, but I have the cards right over here. I can show you guys. It is. Let's see. This was the case. So we had 2 Vestiges, a Phantasmal Footsteps. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, and I'm already using 2 of the Legendaries. I had to put them in a deck. So I put an Eclipse in the deck yesterday, and then I put another one in. Bought it for myself. So there were 2 other Legendaries. Ended up using those ones. But check this out. These were all the Majestics from one case. I mean, usually like right around here it ends, but like there's still more. Just like kept going and going and going. It was nuts. I mean, I wouldn't say it's luck. I've opened probably close to 70 boxes at this point. So I think it just kind of happens. But JP, dude, James, you're completely right, man. It is 100%. I mean, you got a good point, my man. But I talk to George on a consistent basis. He's a trusted individual despite all of his trolling that he does, or all of his jokes. So I would definitely trust George in those statements. But if you guys don't believe me, that's fine. That's fine too. So I'm not complaining. Nice little foil Valiant Thrust there. And a nice Ascension. I haven't hit an extended art in a while. It'd be nice to see another one of those. It was really weird, man. It was kind of surreal. I was kind of losing my mind on and it wasn't just a God box. I mean, the entire case had 5 legendaries in it. So like to have one box have 3 legendaries, then to open 2 more legendaries, and then 2 common cold foils. It was ridiculous. Well, I know the EAs are very rare. I haven't opened actually an EA Lumina yet. I don't know if those are any more short printed than the other ones, and it's just my pools. But nice. Yeah, if I pull another library, I'll sell it. I have one right now that I'm holding on to for grading. I'm not sure if it'll be more than a 9 to be frank, but I feel like I just need to have one to have it graded. Nobody wants 9s in Flesh and Blood World. They only want, you know, 9 5s or 9 5 quads, but I'd be happy to have a 9. There's no EAs. It was all just legendaries and cold foils. Oops. Wrong pile. So. Yeah, with the libraries, it's been really interesting. I've only seen a few individuals that have really high-end ones. Yeah, I don't really want to sell one right now is the issue. Nice little Courage of Steel Hand there. To a Halo. Oh, here we go. Nice raid-in. I'll have some cards up probably this weekend, though, on the site. Probably going to open 12 boxes a week going into Monarch Unlimited. And we'll see where that lands us. But right now, the goal is just to open what we can. Keep the store stocked, roughly. And... yeah, keep turning out product for you guys. Oh, sure, dude. For sure. That's kind of my thought. I'd rather have a card that is well graded. A 9's still great. Ooh, foil Shadow Puppetry. Let's see if we got another Majestic hiding behind this Endless Maul. Nope. No dice. So. Okay. Stuff is moving pretty quick. I don't have any of the high-end legendaries right now. Eclipse and can't think of the other one. The two legendaries that summon and Doomsday. Those are moving a little bit slower. I think we've all kind of come to the conclusion that those may or may not be good cards. We're not really sure how they're going to impact the meta. Hey, Ashi. Mr. Sarah. And then B, we're not really... I feel like they're a little more prevalent, at least in my experience, in terms of pull rates. I feel like I've pulled a lot more of those. Oh, the coveted Talisman of Dowsing. We have a Herald here. To a Glisten and another Majestic. Doing great. I mean, I'm on average pulling about 7 Majestics. So, you know, 6 non-foil. And 1 foil. So let me switch this over. Oops. Just showing. There we go. Yeah, I think you're right, Templar. And I see the price of it reflecting that. Foil Soul Food. Into a Glisten and an Ode to Wrath. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna if those are that high, the only reason they're that high is because last time I updated prices, people were buying them at that high, that price range. So I'll lower it down. It needs to be a lot lower. I thought I lowered them down to like the 650 range, but oh, Galaxy Black Trunk. Yeah, I have it really high. I've pulled only 2 or 3 so far, which I feel is actually quite high from what I've been seeing. Ooh, here's our first cold foil. A nice little Time Skippers. And then we have an Arc-like Sentinel. This has actually been a pretty solid box so far. A little more subtle on the common cold foil there. We'll update the Time Skippers as one of our best pulls so far of the box. Here in just a minute. I mean, honestly, I see Galaxy Black. I don't even know if people are going to be playing it. I played Chain yesterday, and I don't think I would have used Galaxy Black, potentially. I don't see how it benefits that deck so much. Oh, all right. So we're saying that we're gonna pull 3 Dynamos now in this case. That sounds great, dude. I'd be down. I have pulled very few Dynamos, probably because you pulled them all for me. So Warm today, nice and humid, nice and toasty outside. Prismatic Shield, ooh, into Sonata. Yeah, I'm really curious. We're on our last pack here. I think we might have at least 8 Majestics in this box. So for those who are just now coming on the stream too, this box actually doesn't have a very good marking on the side for the, I don't know if you want to call it the print run or the, I can kind of show you guys here. So this is where they usually print like a whole slew of things. This is all that's printed. So like it doesn't go around the edge. So all I have are these numbers and they're not very discernible. What up, Jason? So we'll see what happens. All right, let me update the time skippers here real quick. What card? 240. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna go to that. I'm gonna do files, cards, Monarch. I think I said 240, right? Boom. We're gonna display that and bring that guy down there. There we go. All right. So how many Majestics did we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow. So 7 non-foil. We're just on a Majestic run. So I had 2 more legendaries, but this was the pull from 1 case yesterday. So I mentioned there were 5 legendaries. So here's 3 of them. And then 2 common cold foils. And then this was all of the Majestics from that case. 25 of these were from 1 box. And then the rest, I think I was averaging around 7 per box after that. So, I mean, it's just crazy that all of these Majestics came from a single case. It's just mind-boggling to me. Really cool moment. Glad I was able to share that with you guys. So... all right, let's get into box number 2. Box number 1, solid Majestic pools, 2 rainbow foils, and 7 non-foil. Can't be mad with that. Not even mad in the least bit. So, can run into an Illuminate and a Consuming Aftermath. This music's gonna make me want to take a nap. Hulk Smash here. To Dimensional Gateway and a Parable of Humility. You guys got anything spicy going on today? Anything good? I'm gonna switch this up a little bit. Come over here. Let me see. I'm just trying to put on something a little more upbeat. Give me a minute. Is that too? Is this going to be too much? Yeah, that's going to be too much. I don't know if I can handle the... No. This might work. Get a little Metrics vibe going on. I'm really excited. We are working on a Metrics playmat. Really excited for the cyberpunk theme kind of coming from that. We're gonna go with the EDM vibe, or with the synthwave stuff here. Tear limb from limb, our first Majestic of the box. Gonna go for an intense, action-packed pack opening. Little Frontline Scout. Vexing Malice. I actually don't have a teaser for it quite yet. Are you talking about Templar? On the box, you know how every single case has like a print number, or at least like a print run number? I don't know what you would call it, but that specific one didn't have it, and every single case I've had so far has had one. A lot of people trying to use that specific number to map boxes and figure out if there's any kind of magic sauce there to uncover. So wouldn't be too upset if we pulled another library today and I present to you guys the most subtle rainbow foil of the entire set. I've almost skipped that card so many times, not realizing it was the foil. That's so true. That's so true, dude. Even if they were going to map it and like say like they actually knew what was going to be in what, something happened at the printer and some guy just, you know, said, screw it. We're not doing it. Sorry, guys. Ooh. There we go. Racing against time to find the library. I would say that buying loose pack, I guess people are weighing packs potentially this set, but I mean, I would even buy loose packs potentially because of all those majestic rainbow foil majestics. And I would say that they're still, weighing packs is not a try, like it's not a true solution. You can help weed out some of them, but I don't think you're going to catch all the cold foils in a box. We're talking about hundredths or tenths of a gram that you're trying to catch. I've never once weighed packs. Now, I don't have really an incentive to do it since I can't sell sealed product anyways. But also just like, you're just fun sucking all the fun out of it. Ooh, man, we're just drowning in vestiges. The sun has shined its light upon us. Awesome. And two, I've noticed that anytime I pull a cold foil legendary, it goes right into a majestic. Solid. Solid, solid, solid. Gorgeous. Got our Vestige of Soul. This was the first legendary I pulled of this set, and it is a gorgeous card. How's the backlit? Ooh, this one looks really clean. I mean, the centering is like every other card in this set. Just minimal whiting on the corners. The edges look relatively nice. Awesome. Solid pool. Love that card. Yeah, I mean, I think that's the thing, though, is we're talking about the hundredths of grams. I mean, it's just so low there on the decimals. But, I mean, hell, you can, I mean, if you really want to do it, do it. I just think it takes the fun and excitement out of opening packs, personally. I'm curious to see, too, if, I don't think, because it's such a minimal difference, I don't think you can weigh boxes and find, quote, God boxes. I mean, maybe you could, but the whole thought of weighing packs to me just feels extremely, what's the point in opening boxes? I mean, I guess if you're just like really chasing hard and you have limited time, but like, I feel like it's just kind of a fun suck. The excitement of just opening that, like, you know, there's going to be a legendary or just a cold foil. Like, I don't even know if it's people who want to scam. They just want to be efficient use of their time. Quickly find the high cards. It's people that are not interested in the game, potentially. Or just really, really big collectors who are just wanting to churn through boxes and sell their leftover packs. They're trying to profit the most out of the ecosystem. I can get that. I don't think it's only people who want to scam. I do think people enjoy like the chase of it too. I mean, figuring out that system is kind of fun. My favorite. Oh, so good. I think people do enjoy like this cracking, right? Like the thought that I figured it out, I cracked it. So Yeah, I feel like this is me just making an assumption. I think there is some fun in figuring it out, but once you figured it out, like repeating it over and over again and doing it, I feel like it's more of a chase for the money and more for, you know, profiting off the set instead of, and off of those players who want those cards instead of just trying to help the game out and help it grow. Right? Like there's still Majestics that people need. There's still other cards that people want. And if you're simply just going to say, I want these cold foils, I'm going to sell everything else, your intentions are just a little bit different than some other individuals within the community. Beautiful dimensional crossroads. I was playing Chain last night, really wanted to have this hit the table, and I just couldn't have it happen. I'm going to have to try that deck again. I feel like Chain's big brain plays. I was just sitting there and calculations running through in front of me, and I'm realizing that it's a super aggro deck, but it's just not quite as fluid as I had hoped. It requires a lot more forethought and a lot of processing power. And at the end of the day, we pulled a George, guys. We pulled a Genesis. It's really hard. Oop. Yeah, that's true too. The A's do kind of put like a thorn in that. I mean, from what I understand too, like they've already put the print run number in potentially for Kingdoms as well. So that's just what I'm hearing through the grapevine. So they're putting print run numbers in well before. I mean, there could be a huge spike after Monarch with Crew Unlimited. I mean, the game has a ton of space to grow between now and their next release. And so the fact that they have to buy printer time 6 months in advance, I think adds a real challenge to trying to accurately choose the print run. I mean, even if they said, okay, Monarch has been a clear success, you know, in theory, they're potentially already sold out. Let's go ahead and just up the print run by 25%. Hell, let's do it by 50. The game could grow 10x by then, and, you know, yeah, I think Deck Edge or Jason, I think that it's already locked in from my understanding, from what I'm hearing from individual parties. And if that's the case, like between now and summertime, COVID restrictions loosening up potentially, hopefully, depending on where you're at in the States. Yeah, I think the print run's quite small for Monarch, especially based on the demand and how quickly product dried up. That's just, again, my personal opinion based on the facts that I have, or I should say the information. I'm not going to call them facts, but there are sources that have encouraged, I think, around that print run Templar. So, going to go ahead, moving around some bulk real quick. We'll switch that. Oh my gosh, I'm just knocking tokens left and right. So we have 4 more packs left. Yeah, I think that should just be the motto for Flesh and Blood. What a time to be alive. Like, what a time to be playing this game. Playing the game, loving the game, and then just seeing the exponential growth month after month, year after year. I would love for them if they had some kind of numbers guy who gave accurate numbers for this. Let's see what else we got in here. I was about to say, I think we're due for another Majestic. Sure enough. It's weird how, like, after opening so many boxes, I just get like this feeling like, I haven't seen this kind of card in a while. I feel like we're due for one. And you just start to get a feel for like when a card or I should say a rarity should be pulled. I still feel like maybe this box has another legendary in it, but we'll have to see. Wouldn't be upset if it had a Fable or two. Just saying. That's a thing, apparently. So. I don't think that's surprising. I think older product's gonna... I'm not gonna call it a freeze. I think people are still trying to figure out what to do with older product since it's evolved a lot. The game's evolved. The state of the gameplay has evolved. And until we really figure out what gameplay looks like between the older classes and the new classes, I think we're going to have to kind of pause. I'm curious how many Majestics were in this one. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Another solid box. So we had 9 the first one, 8 in the second one. Really great. No, I absolutely agree with you, dude. All right. Wish you could just play like normal music. Like, don't. Sometimes I just don't even stream box openings so I can play things that I want to listen to. You know what I mean? So, this music's not bad, but wouldn't mind something a little bit different. All right. So we're in box 3 here. After this box, guys, I'm gonna have to run off to work, but or back to work, I should say. Got a Vexing Malice and Merciful Retribution. Lo-fi hip hop. That's kind of what I had. Let me see what this sounds like. Yeah, let's try this. I'm gonna go with usually I do kind of lo-fi vibes, but there's only so many copyright free ones. So you're just listening to the same tracks over and over again. So I need to find a service that keeps it fresh. It's a good little beat though. I can get on this. Endless Small and Captain's Call for the back side of the pack there. Let's see how we're doing. Yeah, this works. This definitely works. Nice little Seeping Shadows there, stubby hammers, and a Soul Reaping and a Pulping. Surging Militia foil. We still haven't cracked it. Ooh, a Majestic in this box until now. Again, I was like, I feel like we're due for a Majestic. Sure enough. There it is. What's everybody been playing? Have you guys been using some of the new cards and some of your existing meta decks? Are you guys playing any jank? Trying out the new heroes? What's been working for you? What's not been working? What's going on with you guys? Who's actually playing the game? I know people play. Let's hear your thoughts. Prismatic Shield and a Convulsions. Uno mas. Let's see what we got here. This box been a little lackluster. Ooh, there we go. Got a Shadow Averser there. Heavy shadow box from what I can tell right now. Oh, wrong pile. I like to sort out my rares from the tokens. Foil Endless Small. Ooh, wrong pile. We have a Blood Drop into a Mark of the Beast. Here we go. Get some Majestics rolling. Got a nice little little flow going on here. No, I completely relate to that, Templar. Are you going like the Phantasm kind of build? Ooh, sexy foil here. Are you going like the Phantasm build or are you doing Aura? I feel like I'm sure there's like a mid-range that kind of plays in between both of those, but I feel like people have been going all in on one of the two strategies. I tried a Aura build with Prism. Really interesting. Only played it once. Went up against who was that? Ranger. And overall, it went well. Ended up winning the game, but man, I was down to like 4 health. And if I didn't have auras in play, I would have died. But the auras ended up kind of killing the other person, essentially. Because I had an Ode of Wrath. I had a one of the parables out. I'm trying to remember which one, but essentially anytime they would destroy one of my auras, it would do damage to them. And anytime I did a damage, I would take a life away from them. I think it was I would do an arcane damage to them. And then anytime they destroyed one of my auras, or anytime I damaged them, or it would remove one of their life. So yeah, so you're going all in, like 2 Phantasm hits a turn kind of thing. Super aggro. Lots of money in there, or lots of resources. Have a foil minnowism, a trimmer, and an endless maul. About halfway through box number 3 here. Another Void Wrath, Time Skippers into an Out Muscle and a Pulping. Ah, interesting. Yeah, auras are brutal if you don't have any way of like any other methods of defense. I kind of ran into that as well, where if you could pull like a whole hand of auras, like you're kind of screwed. And you just have to take the damage, but your next turn, like you get to play a lot of stuff. So, hey dude, go for it, Chester. Mr. Chester Cheetah. The most suspicious alias in the chat. Especially if you're getting boxes from George. George still handing out boxes? Wow, you must be one of his. You must be a good friend of George. Who doesn't just give anybody boxes? Yeah, I'm digging these tracks a little bit better. Boom, boom, boom. No cold foil still in this box. Curious. I will say this. I did open a box this week with no cold foil in it. Just going to throw it out there. I think it also had like maybe 5 Majestics. So it's kind of a dead box. That was prior to me opening up the God box. So maybe it's just, you know, the game leveling itself out. This card is actually really good at an aura build. It worked out really well defending with this particular card. So, all right, we have an Out Muscle and a Consuming Aftermath. And I'm tanking after this. I'm about to go get some coffee. Trong, I can relate, my man. Feels bad. All right. Got that. We have a nice little Beast Hulk here. Parable of Humility and a Dimensional Gateway. The Dimensional Gateway was pretty nice too. Oops. Little foil belittle there. I feel like we've cracked about 4 of those in this box. All right, getting down to the nitty gritty here. Maybe some last pack magic. I'll have to see. Oh, wait for it. Oh, a bolting blade. 2 in 1 box. Pulled the foil and non-foil in this box. So a little more on the front end. A little more majestic going on there. Let's see, guys. Another Surging Militia. Man, these common these common foils are just not my jam. Not bad. Not my jam. I mean, your name's Chester Cheetah. I'm just saying. Another Void Wrath. Let's get some variety going. If this was my only box I open, I would just have to play Shadow. It'd be so depressing. It's like all my Majestics are light Majestics, but everything else is Shadow. Ooh, double legendary box. There's that Eclipse. We were just talking about it. Guys, I was 1 card away from pulling this off. I actually don't think it's going to be that hard pulling it off in chain. If I brought the right equipment, I think, for that deck, I could have definitely pulled off Eclipse. Nice. Everybody, like, I need to get this mat because this artwork is one of my favorites. Just like looking at the bodies in there. Oof. Artwork doesn't do justice for it. Like the full blown one is just so nice. Got 2 more packs. Let's see what else we have here. So this is about more my standard. I think we'll probably in the next box, not to be a, you know, a tease or not to, ooh, a Wooten Hog. Not to kind of shoot it down and make it boring, but I think it's only going to get a common cold foil just based on my experience. Yeah, everybody saw the clips. They're like, I'm out. We just lost like 8 viewers. Like, I'm good. Don't really care. So, but I would not be shocked if our next one, God, it's like the 8th belittle in this box. There we go. Finishing off strong with a nice majestic here. So, 1 minute. Let's see what we got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can't remember. I think we had only 7 because I think that shadow was from the other one, but we had another 7 there. That was nice. Let's get into our last box and we can go on with our day, guys. Solid pulls so far. I mean, I'm not upset to say the least. Having an Eclipse, a Vestige, and a Time Skippers all in one. That's great. This is why I feel boxes are underpriced. I mean, the fact that I can open up this box and make the amount of money that I'm going to make off of 2 cards, and I still have all the cards left in the box is insane. Yet alone 3 cards or 4 cards. So, even if you're buying at MSRP, higher, there's an LGS that's still selling at $350, I think, a box. I don't know if they changed it or not. But, like, that's a ridiculous deal. Let me back this up just a little bit. There we go. Make it a little bit easier for you guys to see. My dog's dying at the door. Give me 1 second, guys. Oh, is it raining? I'm sorry, bud. Come on. I'm sorry, bud. I wonder he's dying out there. Come on. Go lay down. Good boy. Good old Finn. Let's change up the track. There we go. Ooh. All right. Come on. All right. Yeah, so I kind of mentioned it, but I have a nice handful of... Ooh! Pulled a common cold foil legendary, if you know what I mean. These are so hard to pull. God, what a beautiful... Yeah, I mean, I've lost money on them too. I guess that's the hard thing, Chester, is if you're not buying in volume and opening in volume, it's really easy to lose money on these boxes. And I think that's the challenge. Buying one-off boxes, I think there's still risk with this set, especially with the volatility. Oh, wrong pile. Man, first pack or second pack just right into a halo. You guys haven't watched the stream with our charity stream, you need to go watch it because I thought I cracked a 4 legendary box and opened that card, and I thought it was a legendary because of how beautiful it was. And lost my damn mind. Oh. Yeah. Oh, a whole case with nothing in it? Ooh. I think of the most that... I know that Louis ended up opening a case, but I think it still had an extended art in it or a cold foil majestic. But having all 4 of those, having the whole combo is brutal. Yeah, that was really common though, Templar, for Alpha. Or I should say it was more common. I think with this one, it's just really collation. I actually think they may or may not have upped the print run, or I should say the numbers. I think they overprinted intentionally, like we mentioned, the Eclipse and the Doomsday. Because those are actually utilized in decks. But the hard thing with this is this set is a blast to open, but I don't know if I'd open it if I was just doing a box at a time, right? When I come out, like, you usually come out on top when it's a case. I have not had a case like Fat Guy IT. Would not be by Diggs, but I really feel like they printed more L's in this set. I'm really curious to hear their pull rates. Ooh, nice. We got another weapon there. Death Hydra. The Death Hydra. All right. I'll have 2 halos. Templar, you were saying you need a halo. I'll have 2 halos up on the site. I'll be honest, I have pulled so few halos though. I still think they're one of the higher value cold foil commons right now, just because they seem exceptionally hard to pull. I mean, Michael Lamar posted up his pulls of common cold foils. I think he had pulled like 3 in 100 boxes almost. Yeah, there's still, I think, still room for a legendary in this box, actually. Or even a Fable. It's not, like most sets, I wouldn't have said that. But with this set, dude, who knows? There are a lot of cards in this set. And if the collation's off, it might appear that some pull rates are off as well. And that's, I think, a hard thing to kind of come back to is there's a lot of cards in this set. We're talking about how rare the talisman is, but I mean, when I think about it, like, I went through and counted some of my common rainbow foils, and it was just as rare as some of the just one-off reds or yellows, you know, in the set. So I think part of it, nice, another weapon. I think we've gotten all 3 weapons. All right. Let's see here. Yanti Yanti. Alrighty, y'all. We're kind of halfway through this last box here of the case. And then I'll do a nice little recap. Unhollowed Rights here. Just a couple more rares to keep us entertained. Nice little overload. Dust Path into and out muscle. Yeah, I'll make a nice little post. I'll probably make a post on Friday on what time I'm going to post up some stuff. And it'll likely be Friday or Saturday. We'll see. I'm not really... Ooh, here we go. Nice little soul shield. Not really sure when I'm going to post stuff up. I more need to make sure I update all my prices. Hey, we do offer through Affirm, you know, pay as you go. Just saying. PayPal's great too. Ooh, I thought this was going to be the extended art. I got real excited. This happens every time I see the rainbow foil version of this card. Such a letdown. I haven't seen it yet. I don't know if I just didn't get the boxes that only had Mark of the Beast and what's the other one? Erudition. I'm trying to think the Herald. Nice little brandish to a gold and unhollowed rights and convulsions. Yeah, I think I have one right now on the site. I think I have one of almost everyone minus the Galaxy right now on this site. Uno más. Another brandish, just a different color. These were back to back. Ooh, there's a Herald. Herald of Erudition. It's a nice little card there. That one actually worked out really well. That card is insanely good for Prism. I think one of the Prism's biggest things, and we've seen this already with the library, she just needs cards so she can spend money, right? So, alrighty, guys, we're getting close. I'm really curious how much fire is left in this box. I don't think it's fizzling out a little bit. We started off strong with that halo. There could be another legendary cold foil majestic hiding in here, but not sure where it's at if it's in here. We'll take flight, prismatic shield, and convulsions. About 4 more packs. Little rainbow foil convulsions there. Man, there's more rainbow foils. Or more rares. Alright, come on, we're due for a majestic. No, Battlefield Blitz. Alright, I was wrong. We have 3 more packs. I'll move around some bulk, guys. Just give me a minute. Okay. Here we go. Let's get into the back of the box. Let's see what she's got for us. Nothing here. Just nice little zealous belting. Ironhide, out muscle into a plow through. Man, rares on rares on rares. Give me something. Second to last pack. Let's go backwards on this one. We're going to start with the rainbow foil. Another zealous. Ironhide plate to a trimmer and another trimmer. What a crazy back to back. All right, last pack, guys. Let's see what we got here. Fable, what do y'all think? Let me go 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll add a little card there to make it interesting. Another Minnowism. Maybe a majestic. There it is. We're going to finish off strong with the Rouse the Ancients. If I can find the sleeve. There she is. All right. So let's go through. Pretty solid box. I can't, not even the least bit upset, especially with the context that, so this is what I would normally expect. Let me see here. So this is a normal amount, and this was yesterday's. So, I mean, not a huge difference visually, but we had what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we had 7 majestics in this last one. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. $31. So we had 31. That seems to be like 28 to like 32 is kind of like the window of averages for me. So we had 30, and that's including foil and non-foil. I've just kind of been lumping them together. It just makes it easier. We had 4 cold foils. Yesterday was 45 majestics, and that's including, you know, non-foil foil. And then on top of that, we did an additional, gosh, how many? I'm trying to process. And then there were 5 legendaries in the case, and then 2 common cold foils. So crazy. I mean, 7 cold foils in one box. It was just nuts. So sorry I did not stream it. I was just ironically taking a quick lunch break. Didn't have time to put up the stream. But this is kind of where we sit right here. So got a Halo, an Eclipse, and a Vestige of Soul. Time skippers. All actually look pretty decent on the centering front, which has been a huge struggle. I know I'm not putting these on black backgrounds, but the corners are actually quite nice in this in these. Centering is obviously off to the left. All of them are off to the left, I've noticed, but not shabby at all. I mean, this is not bad at all, especially when you have Fat Guy AT saying, you know, he's opened a box that had literally nothing in it other than majestics. So always helpful for that context. Yes, we always want to pull fire, but this is still an above average case in my mind when I'm looking out, 1.5 legendaries to 2 legendaries a box. So really happy with how it turned out, and happy that you guys were able to hop on and hang out with me while I was on my lunch break. So hope everybody has a solid week, rest of your week. I'll be posting up in the seller channel and other things, Facebook, all the things. When I'm going to go live with product this week. I'm trying to think right now. So far, let me see real quick. I'm going to show you guys what we're going to put on there. So we have Carrion Husk. These so far, I have more legendaries on the way and majestics, but these are so far kind of what we're looking at in terms of cold foils. So we still got lots of cold foils, lots of great things coming on the site, loads of majestics, probably some of the lower pricing that you're going to see on at least non-foil majestics, since those are pretty much free now. Just trying to get stuff out of the way. I mean, these are all majestics that I need to work through. So yeah, look forward to you guys helping you all out if you need anything. Always. Oh yeah, there's actually more legendaries here in cold foils. Even more coming up. We got a Footsteps, some Vestiges, another Halo. So loads, 10 plus, maybe 15, 20 common or cold foils going up on the site this week. Let me know how I can help you guys. If you have any questions, if you ever want to see pictures of the cards before you purchase them, just reach out to me. Always happy to help out, guys. Feel free to like and subscribe. Have a great day. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the Discord and Facebook. Cheers, guys.